in a place where they told you what to chase.
It's that time to upgrade my older multi-room setup for a more future-proof solution. I've reviewed various audio products on this channel, big ones, small ones, pricey ones, as well as budget ones. And whenever a company makes a huge claim, I get a little skeptical. So when I decided to buy 3 smart speakers made by Denon, these little guys right here, I thought, no chance. There is absolutely no way something this small can create the kind of room-filling, high-fidelity sound they're promising. It just feels like it breaks the laws of physics. But then, I turned them on. Welcome to BeezWorld. I'm currently replacing my Audio Pro A10s, only due to compatibility issues. My main gripe is their lackluster app. Come on, Audio Pro. Don't forget your older customers. The speakers themselves are still pretty good, but I need something a little bit more versatile that's going to have my back for years to come. So that's where the Denon Home 150 NVs are here to save the day. Look, we all know the problem. It's that constant trade-off between size and sound quality. We want that big immersive audio, but a lot of us live in apartments and we don't want giant speakers cluttering up our small spaces. We're always told we have to choose, get a tiny Bluetooth speaker which sounds tinny at best, or give up a huge chunk of space for that all-important hi-fi system. So today we're going to see if the Denon 150 NV can give us that same sort of audio quality with a fraction of the space required, and also multi-room. I love having a multi-room setup for the pure fact that I don't have to have my music like pumping. I like to have very low-level music in every room so that you're not really missing anything, but you're also not pissing your neighbours off. What you're hearing right now is audio from one Denon 150 NV and one only. This isn't just good for its size, this is something else entirely. So let's start with what's actually driving these speakers. You've got a beefy 3.5 mid-bass driver that handles the lows and mids, and a separate 1-inch tweeter, just for the high frequencies. Each of those drivers gets its own dedicated Class D amplifier. Having 2 amps is a big deal. It means each driver gets the precise power it needs, giving you more control, less distortion, and a much more balanced dynamic sound. But the hardware is only half the picture. The real magic here is Denon's Advanced Digital Signal Processing, or DSP. DSP is how engineers bend the rules of audio physics. The processor in the Denon Home 150 NV is constantly analysing the music, making thousands of tweaks every second. It intelligently pushes the bass way lower than a box this size should allow, but keeps it from getting boomy or distorted. It carves out space in the mid-range so vocals are always clear, and it polishes the trebles so it sparkles without being harsh. It's that digital brain that creates the impossibly big and refined sound. So they sound amazing. But these days, a speaker has to be more than a speaker, right? It has to be smart and versatile. This is where the Denon Home 150 NVs excel. You've got the must-haves, dual-band Wi-Fi for a solid signal and Bluetooth for when friends come over, but it goes way beyond that. It has Apple AirPlay 2, which is a dream for anyone with an iPhone or Mac. You can stream anything from your device and even group it with other AirPlay speakers. Around the back there's a 3.5mm aux input for plugging in something like a turntable, a USB port for a flash drive full of your favourite tracks, and even an Ethernet port if you want that wired-in, rock-solid connection. And for the audiophiles watching, this speaker isn't just about sounding big, it's about accuracy. Even better, the Denon Home 150 NVs support formats like FLAC and WAVE, all the way up to 24-bit 192 kHz. The brain of the whole operation is the Heos app. Heos is Denon's platform for wireless multi-room audio, and it's wildly powerful. From the app you can stream pretty much any service you can think of. Spotify, Amazon Music, Tidal, TuneIn, you name it. But the real magic is multi-room. You can put a few of these speakers around your house and play the same song everywhere, perfectly in sync. Or you can play different things in different rooms, jazz in the kitchen, a podcast in the bedroom, all from one app. Using the Heos app to set up my multi-room was super easy. It's a super flexible system that can grow with you. But it's the little design touches I really appreciate. The top of the speaker is just this clean black surface. You get play, pause, volume, and 3 quick select buttons. And this is brilliant. You can set these buttons to your favourite Spotify playlist, or an internet radio station, or even the aux input. That means you can walk up and start your favourite music with one tap, without ever touching your phone. There's even a placement setting within the Heos app. If you've got your speaker in the corner of a room, you can then configure that within the Heos app so that it can adjust the bass response. Naturally, having a speaker in the corner of a room is going to produce more bass. It's really neat that they've got this option, and whichever one you do choose, it's going to optimize the sound for that particular speaker. Sound test commencing in 3, 2...
Yeah.
The 150 NVs are definitely for people who just want an uncomplicated system that's purely focused on delivering the best sound quality. It's for the student who wants incredible sound in their dorm. It's for the person who wants to upgrade their desk audio to something that can really energize their workday. And with the Heos ecosystem, it's for anyone who wants to build a powerful, flexible multi-room audio system without drilling a single hole in their walls. You can even use these speakers as part of a bigger home theatre setup. If you have a compatible Denon soundbar, like the Bar 550, you can wirelessly set up a pair of these as your rear sound speakers and have the soundbar as your main speaker in the front, so you're getting that immersive sound in games and movies. That is the next thing I'm going to upgrade. Quick shout out to Into the AM. They do some pretty awesome teas. I'll leave a link in the description below. Check out Into the AM and find your style. If you're geeking out as much as I am, do me a solid favour. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ding that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos that I do make. Let's talk about what the NV stands for. It stands for no voice. Denon made a choice here. The 150 NV has no mics at all. I love that Denon are catering to a wider market. When it comes to pricing, the Denon 150 with voice assistance is £219 and the Denon 150's no voice is £179. I've spent £537 to be precise. That's because I bought 3. When you compare that to ceiling speaker options, I think that's actually fairly reasonable. The Denon Home 150 is proof of what happens when a classic audio company puts decades of engineering expertise into a modern, compact speaker. It creates a sound that's rich, powerful. It's proof that you don't have to choose between convenience and quality anymore. If you love music but are short on space, these speakers aren't just a good choice, they're a game changer. And I think a lot of people are going to appreciate that. So all in all, I really love the Denon 150 NVs. I'm genuinely curious. Have you been floored by a piece of equipment like this? What's your go-to for great sound in a small space? Drop a comment below. Let's get a conversation going. If you want to check out the Denon 150 NV yourself, I've put a link in the description below. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.